What's up, guys? Rachel Daniels here again, episode 2 of Dear Lois. I'm not gonna lie, I almost didn't make this episode this week. I know it's only the second episode, but I'm already really struggling. I thought it would take a lot longer than this for me to be struggling coming up to the Olympia. I'm 11 weeks and some days out, but it's starting to get real really fast. Yesterday is one of the first days that I really started mentally getting a little dark, and that's to be expected, and I have to keep telling myself that. You know me, I'm not a gray area person. Anyone who knows me will tell you, I'm very black or white. You either love me or you hate me. I either go all in or I don't go at all. I do it with passion or I don't do it. And that's how all my relationships have been, and that makes me an extremely good bodybuilder, but it could also make me an extremely good drug addict or criminal if it was on the other end of the spectrum, so me managing that and remembering that no one is you, and that is your superpower. That's where I was yesterday, and I was starting to go from the all-in side of the spectrum to the all-out side of the spectrum. I was like, fuck, my weight's been doing weird shit. I feel like I'm not changing, I'm not motivated, I don't want to pose, I didn't want to work out, and I just found myself in that spot of, should I take all this momentum and throw it the other way, right? And then I just sat down. I was supposed to do shoulders. I sat down and I was like, all right, just do first set of lateral raises. If you don't fucking want to do it, you can leave. I started doing it. I almost left. I really did. It took me 3 hours to start. And then I started going, and I started getting a little feeling, a little amped up. And there was this voice in my head, and it's fucking crazy, but there's this voice in my head, and it was telling me, it was, saying, the one thing I love about you is when you snap. And I was like, what do you mean by that? When I snap, And it's what I was just telling you about. It's when I snap, it's not a bad thing. It can be a bad thing. Like I said, I'm not a gray area person. I can go left, I can go right. And there's times when I snap, I'm gone, whether it's a relationship or a sport or something, and I'm out. I'm all the way out. But I was thinking about all the other preps I've had and all the other times. There's been moments where really the odds were all against me, and for one reason or another, I snapped, and I snapped in the right direction. And I did that yesterday. I went all in. Something snapped while I was doing that stupid set of lateral raises, and I fucking had the best shoulder workout I've ever done. I posed my ass off, and I had fun doing it afterwards. And every fucking rep, I just got more and more momentum. And so I think that's really a superpower that I need to remember and hold on to and utilize again. It doesn't always have to, every quality doesn't always have to be bad. If you have bad qualities, you don't have to bury them or hide them. You can learn to channel them, just the way we, clever people learn to channel their pain. It doesn't mean they got rid of their pain and they're just happy all the time. They just learned how to channel it. So, yeah, that's the lesson, I guess, of this one, is that no one is you, and that is your superpower. Finding your superpower. Not thinking, oh, I'm not special, I don't have any talents in this thing. You have something. It doesn't have to be a superpower if you decide it's not worthy of being one. Just like my predisposition to addiction or, not having balance. I can easily write that off as a flaw, not a superpower. But example A, yesterday, 11 weeks and some days out of the Olympia, I just turned a flaw into a superpower, and I've done it before. And that just means I'll do it again.